Alo snacks, and welcome to my weekly torment. I'm Jodi, this is the Jodi Jar, and today we're going to keep playing more Dragon Age Origins, which, I don't know about you, I'm really excited for. So today we're doing Lothering,
Thanks,
which is...
Pepper
Thank you for liking the stream, Zach. And also, welcome, Zach, welcome, Corgi, welcome whoever else is watching. Today we're doing Lothering. We're going to do some Denerim. Oh, thank you, I'm going to take a sip. And I'm going to go grab a can. So yeah, Lothering, some of Denerim. Probably going to start Redcliffe, see where we get from there. We have a lot of time. Maybe we'll get more than that done. We'll see. Welcome to the stream, Shiny. Also, hang on. I gotta actually take my sip. Let's get into the game. Let me know how the audio is, folks, once the audio actually starts up. So yeah, last time we finished Ostagar. We are, like, the Grey Wardens were all killed, and so was the king, and we are all that's left. Let me just talk to Morrigan again to get some more audio, see where we are.
You must speak to Mother, then be gone. You have an army of Darkspawn.
Can you hear me over this when she's talking? Anyway, I'm going to... You can hear me? Cool. Wanted to make sure that... like, I don't plan to talk over conversations, but I wanted to make sure the loud things were still less loud than me. Thank you, folks. All right. We're not going to talk to her right now. We already asked her these things last time. I will go then.
I will stay and make something to eat.
I didn't end up installing all the mods I meant to. I forgot about them until like 5 minutes before stream. Before next time, I'm going to try to actually have those mods. I found a few good-looking mods. Let's get some plot.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
I'm not, thanks to Morrigan's mother.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
So,
Ain't it pretty?
here we are.
The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
Congratulations, Shiny. I'm so glad to hear that. Also, welcome to the stream, Jay Hill. The thumbnail says this is the first stream? Hang on. Let me check on that. It shouldn't. I have the correct... Oh, I see what the problem is. Hang on, let me fix that real quick. I made a real stupid mistake. I didn't change the number when I was updating the thumbnail. I'm just going to fix that live right now on stream for free. Appreciate being told. Thank you, Jay Hill. All right, thumbnail's fixed. Now let me just re-add it to the stream. Oh, hang on. There we go. Now it should work. All right, that should be fixed. Thank you so much for letting me know, J Hill. Non-Bean, welcome to the stream. Who cares what she is? We need to do something now.
We need to bring Loghain to judgment. Why would he do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The archdemon.
What is this archdemon exactly?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
J Hill, I think your phone's being weird. I still see Non-Bean as the name. Then we need to find this archdemon.
By ourselves? No Grey Warden has ever defeated a Blight without the army of a half-dozen nations at his back. Not to mention, I don't know how.
How to kill the archdemon, or how to raise an army? It seems to me those are two different questions, Have the Wardens no allies these days?
I don't know. Duncan said that the Grey Wardens of Orlais had been called, and Arl Eamon would never stand for this, surely.
Arl Eamon? Is this someone important?
I suppose. Arl Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
Surely there are other allies we could call on.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Yeah, Flemeth's design does get a lot less generic as the games go on. Although I think her design does suit her for this game in particular. Why not? Isn't that what Grey Wardens do?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
Yes, thank you for everything, Flemeth.
No, thank you. You are the Grey Wardens here, not I. Now, before you go, there is yet one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
Thank you, but if Morrigan doesn't wish to join us...
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the Horde.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As
J. Hill, I love that line too.
Consider this repayment for your lives.
Very well, we'll take her with us.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Non-Bean, what makes you think the archdemons are unkillable? There have been 4 previous blights, and all of those blights ended by killing the archdemon at its head. It's all been separate archdemons, to be clear. In fact, just to make it explicit from because like Flemeth did explain this earlier on in this conversation, each time that there are old gods buried underground, for some reason, it's unclear at this point exactly why. I don't think that fully gets explained until like the 4th game, but there's old gods underground, and when the Darkspawn and their taint find them, it turns them into archdemons, and they lead a blight to the surface. I mean, I think what they were saying about the archdemon was like, under these circumstances, it seems like it'd be pretty hard to kill an archdemon. But, I mean, they can be killed. They have been killed in the past. Like, that's why the Grey Wardens exist. I understand.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. 'Tis not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
No, I prefer you speak your mind.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself.
Serum, that's a spoiler.
For a decade or two afterwards.
We got to avoid spoilers. We want to only talk about things that have been officially revealed in-game yet.
You can put something on the screen that says no spoilers.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Immortal Cheeseburger, I'm trans. I don't really like the question, but I'm trans. No, Serum, that is, I can see why you would think that. That's a thing that's only explained, like, late game. Like, the exact reason that you need Grey Wardens to kill them. Simplified version. They can be killed. They have to be killed by Grey Wardens. We don't know why yet. That's fair. My name's Jodi. She, her pronouns. Welcome to the stream. I share this channel with my girlfriend Pepper, who's kind of in the background. You might hear her every now and then.
Hello.
I'm not sure if you could hear her. She just said hello.
Hello.
She said hello again.
Hello.
I'm going to stop addressing her because she's just going to keep doing this. Welcome. We're playing Dragon Age Origins. Corgi says hello, Pepper.
Hello.
We need all the help we can get.
I guess you're right. The Grey Wardens have always taken allies.
Thanks, Pepper Paysan.
I am so pleased
Thank you for liking the stream,
to
Corgi.
have your approval.
Actually, I have some questions. Nonbean, do you have the chat on live chat or top chat? That might be why.
I may have answers. Ask.
Have you never been outside the wilds?
From time to time, I have been to the village I mentioned, watched its people, and pondered what curious beings they are. On occasion, I purchased goods from the village merchants. There I spoke with men a little. There they stared and knew me as an outsider. Mother wishes for me to expand the horizon of my experience beyond the wilds. Even she was not born here.
Is that what you want?
What I want is to see mountains. I wish to witness the ocean and step into its waters. I want to experience a city rather than see it in my mind. So, yes, this is what I want. Actually, leaving is harder than I thought, however. Perhaps Mother is right. It must simply be done quickly.
Tell me about this village to the north.
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Lothering. No more than a stop along your imperial highway where travellers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
A chantry? And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch.
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
How are we going to get past the Darkspawn?
The real question is how we are going to get your friend past the Darkspawn, is it not?
That's true. We can sense the Darkspawn. Conversely, they can sense us.
I don't sense any Darkspawn.
You won't right away. No. It takes time. We should be able to sneak past smaller groups, but larger ones, or particularly intelligent Darkspawn, will always detect us.
Mother has given me something else for them to smell instead as we pass by. 'Tis important we head out of the wilds, however, not farther in.
The Darkspawn are camped further in the forest.
They come from underground, like an eruption. They broke through deep within the forest, and that is where they will be most concentrated.
What skills do you have exactly?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Can you cook?
I can cook, yes.
Never mind him. You don't have to cook.
You missed your chance. Now it's charred rabbit from here on out.
I have no more questions.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
All right. So this is the start of the main quest. We're getting all these new quests that just popped up. Those are like all of the main, like all of the various main quests. This is like the standard BioWare quest design or game design rather, from this era, where it's like you do a prologue. That's the same for basically everyone except for the origins that we have in this. And then you suddenly get like 4 or 5 choices of various main quests that you can do. You have to do all of them, but you can do them in whatever order you want. And then it kind of comes back together for the climax. J-Hill says, "Oh, I assumed, but realized that was a dumb thing to do. But will you be doing post-game DLC? I assume is usually considered a must-play type deal. Yeah, I'm going to be doing Awakening, going to be doing Witch Hunt. As far as other DLC, there's some that's in the game. I'm probably going to be doing Warden's Keep and Stone Prisoner, is it called? Or whichever is the one where you get Shale. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing everything, but I am going to be doing those. Probably not doing Darkspawn Chronicles. Probably not doing Liliana's Song. But we'll see. We'll see. Ooh, excuse me. Stone Prisoner or Shale. Okay. Gather your party and venture forth. Yes. This is our world map. Right now, all we can go to is Lothering. But we're going to have... The Brazilian Forest here is one of the main quests. The Mage's Tower is one of the main quests. Redcliffe is one of the main quests. And Orzammar, which isn't even marked yet. I think it might be for the Frostback Mountains. I think that's where we start Orzammar. That's the other main quest. So those are the 4 we're going to have to do. But first, we got to go to Lothering. Yeah, you can't. You're right. But I like to have that as the first one I go to. Because, spoilers for later on in this stream, he sends you to do the Mage's Tower as your next one. And I kind of like that narrative progression. Cutscene. This is Denerim, the capital.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Anora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banorn will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Yeah, Jay Hill, that is like the order that feels the most correct, because like I know from experience,
Santiago,
if we try to do
Your Majesty,
Orzammar now,
Your father
it
risked
feels
civil war.
really difficult.
If Eamon were here,
Antigon, my father is doing what is best.
did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
I've been playing a lot of Dragon Age Inquisition. Let's see if I still remember how to do the turn-based combat here. Getting right into it. Okay, let me remember what I have as far as skills go. Okay.
More darkspawn.
Alistair, if you could please tank. Alistair, please. I'm having difficulty actually making my character do what I want her to do. Oh, I forgot, like, for some scenes where they have you fight a lot of people, they're all, like, really weak. Like, yeah, these guys are going down immediately. It's gonna take me a bit to get used to the controls again. How is the audio, right now? Because I know that the combat's a little loud. Can you hear me over it? This is the dog that we saved. Game's a little loud, but you can still hear me? Okay, I might make that a little quieter. Okay. Those darkspawn didn't hurt you, boy, did they?
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
Oh, the audio filter's not on? Didn't realize that. I've always wanted a dog like this. Maybe it's meant to be.
You can turn it back on, Jodi.
How do I do that?
So right next to the HTC Vive speakers,
Mm-hmm.
or Yeti speakers, whatever it says. Click the gear and then filters.
Edit filters?
Yeah.
Compressor?
Yeah, just unhide it.
Okay. There we go. That should work. Chat, what are we naming the dog? Oh, if I was smart, I would have named the main character Slurge and then the dog Balsner. Oh well. Waiting for recommendations from chat. Philbus? Okay. Pepper, you're not even watching the stream, are you?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Oh, you are. Do you want to watch it on the TV? Okay. Dog meat, Smorge, Philbus. I don't think I'm going to go dog meat. This is the wrong franchise for that. Philbus is pretty good, but I want to hear other people. Does anyone else have any ideas? Glabpy? Pepper, if I ever need nonsense names, you are by far the best person to give them to me. So yeah, like, while I wait for more people to give answers, or to give ideas, I So one of the mods I meant to get for this week, but I forgot to do it until right before stream, is there's a mod to add like a 5th party slot specifically for the dog, because the dog is actually really strong. The problem is the dog also doesn't really, like, everyone else you could have in the party has a narrative function. The dog is just there to be a very good boy. So it's nice to have him as like an extra and not actually like as one of the 4 regular members of the party. So we don't have that for this stream because I didn't download the mod, but for next stream I'm gonna plan to have that if I can. Okay, let's do Smidge. Why not? Or Smidge Filbus. Let's go with that. Like, the dog is especially good because it can stun enemies, and we as rogues do a lot more damage to enemies when they're stunned. Smidge Filbus. Alright, what does Morgan currently have? Okay, Morgan has a whole kitted out spell list right now. She has Herbalism, which is nice. I don't have that on my main character, do I? No, I don't. Okay, that's good. We can make injury kits, which is extremely helpful. It's really good to have that recipe. Regular health poultices are really nice also. Let's make some regular health poultices. And some lesser injury kits. We need distillation agents. We gotta remember to look out for that. Spells and talents. What do you have, Morgan? So Morgan's like prestige class is shapeshifter, which is honestly pretty useless. That's like the one problem with Morgan as a companion. She is not a great character in terms of like the spells that she starts with. Otherwise, Winter's Grasp and Cone of Cold are really fucking good. So it's really good that she starts with that. The lightning spells are good. The fire spells are good. We want her to heal, though. We want her to have healing spells. Those are so useful. Welcome back to the stream, Zach. It's been a while since I played a mage. I don't remember all of the spells that are good, but I do remember mostly focusing on healing and, like, elemental spells. Yeah, Stone Fist is also really good. Yeah. And we'll probably also want, like, Arcane Bolt. So that's how we're going to build her. She's probably going to be our main mage. There is another mage we get later, but I like having Morgan in the party more. Chain Lightning is pretty good. Normally I play a mage in this game, but I decided this time, like, you know what, I haven't played a rogue in this, like, ever. So let's do a rogue. Nope. Camera sensitivity is a little wonky.
Of course.
Also, how am I doing on, like, okay. Right, Deathroot Extract is the thing that we want for us. It's not, we don't yet have the thing that makes us do more damage to people who are stunned, but, like, when we get that, Deathroot Extract is going to be our bread and butter. Okay, on to Lothering. The fucking hinterlands. That's the one thing about Inquisition. The hinterlands suck. Because that's an area you return to. It's where the first big gameplay area is, and oh my god, it's so long, and it's so empty. Thank you for liking the stream, Pepper.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. Led by an elf, of all things.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
You should listen to your friend. We're not refugees.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Heinrich. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
J Hill, I appreciate you censoring the name. I think it would have been okay if you didn't censor it, but honestly, it's better to err on the side of not saying it outright. I think that's a really good medium. Just kind of use the initials. That's probably what I'll do. Because this is like not just a fresh save file, but like nothing on this computer has ever played Dragon Age. We're going to have to like unlock it anew when we get to that point so that she can use it. Of course, we're gonna free Sten. I can spoil. It's fine. Of course, I'm gonna free Sten. Forget it. I'm not paying.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Do you really want to fight a Grey Warden?
Did she say she's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found.
But aren't them Grey Wardens good? I mean, really good? Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways.
You know, the Grey Wardens could use a donation.
You don't say.
They is really good, boss. Remember?
Well, yes. 20 silvers? That's all we've collected today.
An excellent donation, thank you.
Then take it.
Thanks, Pepper
Do
Paysan.
enjoy your stay in Lothering and all that.
I might still kill them either way. So Lothering is an interesting area because this area ends up being way more important than you'd think in hindsight. This is just like our first town, but like the main character of the second game is from here. Several important NPCs from the third game are from here. I don't know why Lothering specifically is so important. It's really weird.
Couldn't we all just get along?
I aggroed them, haha.
Oh, I do adore this. You cannot win. Away with you. Oh, is that right?
A lot of grunting happening right now.
All right. We surrender. We're just trying to get by before the darkspawn get us all.
Thank you for liking the stream, Non-Bean. You picked the wrong target.
Yes, of course. We should have been more careful. I'm sorry.
Now you die. That's all you deserve.
I'm not going down without a fight.
Yeah, I know you just fought. Okay. It's like there wasn't going to be not a fight. You fought and you lost already. So the reason I didn't just go is because it is actually going to be like a quest to make this road clear. So I just wanted to do it before it came to that. Just to make it a little simpler.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
What did you want to talk about, Alistair?
His navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
Welcome to the channel, Slavic Does Gotcha. How are you doing? I'm Jodi. I share this channel with my girlfriend Pepper, who's in the background and also in the chat as Spidere. Welcome.
Hello.
Hope you enjoy. You have some thoughts on that point, Alistair?
This should be good.
I think what Fleming
I will, Zach.
suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
Yes, I have.
There are 3 main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Is there a way to contact the Grey Wardens?
Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Then we need to find these people.
I can give you directions, if you like.
Where do we find Arl Eamon?
He'll be at Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
My clan already fled north. We won't find them.
There must be other Dalish in Ferelden, in fact I'm sure of it. If we head eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully they will still be there.
Where do we find the dwarves?
We would need to speak to their king in Orzammar. That means heading west into the Frostback Mountains, which won't be easy.
Where do we find the Circle of Magi?
That will be at their tower on Lake Carlenhard to the north. We'll be looking for the first enchanter, whoever that is.
Where would Loghain be exactly?
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
I don't need any more directions.
Then you have a plan.
What do you think we should do, Morgan?
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
Slavic does gotcha. I suppose that's okay. Why are you leaving it up to me?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
Yep, drinking some water is a good idea. We should stay hydrated. That is true. I'm ready to get going.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
Hey, loser.
Thank you, Nanbean. I'm going to take a sip. Everyone else, take a sip too. We got to stay hydrated.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more interesting.
To you, perhaps. You would find the moss growing upon a stone interesting.
You know what's more interesting than that? Apostates, mages outside of the tower. That's illegal.
Thank you, Slavic does gotcha. I hope everyone is doing okay.
Did you? I hope the small letters did not strain you overmuch.
Oh, we could not talk about your mother. That works for me.
What's this game about? Okay, this is the first game in the series. It was released in, I think, 2009. It's a dark fantasy game. short version, because this is stream 2, so I can still kind of sum it up without being like, oh my god, it's so long. This is like a kind of a Tolkien-esque fantasy world, you know, elves and dwarves and all that. There's also a race called the Darkspawn, which are basically just like pure evil. They live underground, and every now and then, like very rarely, they emerge from underground to the surface, and they attack the surface in what's called a blight. This is the very beginning of the 5th blight. We are people called Grey Wardens, who are the only people capable of fighting the Darkspawn. And in the previous stream, most of the Grey Wardens were killed, and we are the only 2 that are left in this country. So we're trying to go around and build up alliances and fight the Darkspawn. That's the plot so far, like the simplified version.
Well, all right.
Ah, look how they moan and wail and gnash their teeth. 'Tis sad to watch how helplessly they scurry about.
The king died last stream. Is it like BioWare's Skyrim? You could think of it that way. I think it's kind of a more interesting world than Skyrim's world, and also very different gameplay. This is like well, not technically isometric, but like we can make it isometric. Like a turn-based RPG that requires like some tactical like combat. It's not, the gameplay isn't like, it's not open world like Skyrim. The gameplay isn't really like Skyrim, but you could sort of think of this as their answer to the Elder Scrolls. This game actually came out before Skyrim, though, now that I think about it. After Oblivion, before Skyrim. Oh, you're a big Mass Effect fan? Yeah, I used to be like the biggest Mass Effect fan in the world, and honestly, these days, I think that Dragon Age is their better franchise, better than Mass Effect. Even though I used to love Mass Effect. Kind of reminds you of Baldur's Gate. Yeah, that was like the intention. This was them being like, oh, we've gone away from Baldur's Gate, kind of. We made Mass Effect 1. This is still before Mass Effect 2. We made Mass Effect 1. We made Jade Empire. Let's kind of go back to our roots, but we're not going to do a D&D one this time. This is going to be like fully our own system. So, and it's pretty interesting.
You there. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you. There's none to be found.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
Is your profiteering ruffling some feathers?
You could say that, yes.
The nerve of these people!
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
You don't think you're being unscrupulous?
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate. And this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
I think you can compromise and still make a profit, no?
Perhaps. If that woman agrees I'm allowed to charge something.
Do what you must. So long as the prices do not beggar the needy.
Fine, fine, done. And since you don't look too needy, normal prices for you.
So, we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally. My, but the Darkspawn will be impressed.
Thank you for your generous assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
And you can see down there, Morrigan disapproves, -3. So there's no Paragon or Renegade system in this like there is in Mass Effect. What you have instead is just like your companions like and dislike what you do, which means sometimes you want to make your party composition based on like, oh, I know I'm about to do something that my party members are not going to like, or that some party members in specific. Yeah, funny thing about that, you say you did play... Okay, I'm going to read the whole thing. I'm a huge sci-fi... Slavic Does Gotcha says, I'm a huge sci-fi geek, but I grew up on PlayStation, so I couldn't play Halo. So I played Mass Effect instead and fell in love with it, honestly. Then I discovered Fallout 4, which had some kind of similar aspects. I did play Halo recently, though. I just realized your YouTube corner icon kind of looks like an Elite Halo... or an Elite logo from Halo. That is not an accident. My girlfriend Pepper loves Halo, and... Excuse me. Made the channel icon kind of based on the Halo icons. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, she loves Halo. She has a lot of video series on here, I think. I'm actually not sure what's still not private. Halo stuff is also there. Okay, yeah, so she has a lot of Halo stuff on here. Is planning to do some more at some point soon. Halo's great, and Pepper is like her favorite game series ever.
And so I shall.
Jahil says, which is why you can't bring some characters to some events, as if you slip up, they will immediately go so far in the red they'll never come back. That's true. Although there was some free, like this is like the ultimate edition of the game, which means we have all the DLC. And one of the DLC is like, here's infinite gifts to give to party members to make their approval go all the way up. Which I'm probably going to use some of that just because I don't want to bother with like micromanaging their approval. But it does kind of remove the challenge of that particular mechanic. Let's buy some stuff.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something?
I am indeed. Let's see what you have.
All right. Just don't buy everything up.
You think he'd want us to buy everything up because he's charging us a lot more than he's charging everyone else, but whatever. How are we doing on money? 4 gold. Oh yeah, so just as a reminder from last stream, 100 coppers makes 1 silver, 100 silvers makes 1 gold, 100 gold makes 1 platinum. I don't remember if concentrated venom is the one that we want. People tend to get upset when stores don't have items. That is true. However, like this guy's going to make the most of his profit if he can sell as much stuff to us specifically as possible. Let's get some death root because I want that poison. I don't remember if we need toxin extract. I don't think so. No distillation agent here, unfortunately. There is corruptor agent, but I don't think I think we might need that. I'm going to buy it just in case. How are these daggers? This dagger is slightly better than what we have, but not better enough that I want to buy it. This one is the same as what we have. Wine is a gift. Like I said, there's gifts that you can buy for allies to like increase their approval of you. Some of them have specific ones that they want from you that increase their thing by a lot more. Those were in the base game. The ones that are like unlimited just for the ones that are like unlimited, the ones that were added in the DLCs were not in the base game. Hi Vodka, welcome to the stream. Let's sell a bunch of stuff because we're mostly full. I don't think I need warmth bombs. I never use those. We want swift salve. Swift salve is helpful. Let's sell most of these weapons. I'll keep the chase and flat blade because we are about to get a party member who uses two-handed weapons, even though I'm probably not going to use them really. Long sword, and let's get rid of these bows. And these arrows, don't need those. So to be clear, you have unlimited normal arrows. It's just if you want to use special arrows that do more damage, that has ammo, which I think is a good system actually. Let's just sell most of this. I'll keep that chainmail. We might need that. Hello, Lord Zombie 666. Welcome to the stream. I'm Jodi. I'm playing Dragon Age Origins. How you doing? Now, these runes, we can't do anything with them yet, but we're going to hold on to them anyway. Ruby, malachite, fluorspar, garnet, quartz. We can get rid of all of those. Silver chalice. Those are all just basically vendor trash. Okay, so the story about the jar is Pepper likes to alliterate like titles and like especially for stream series on her channel. So like when the two of the stream series that the two of us do together is called Lesbians Love. We also have Trans Try. We are both trans. I'm not sure if I made that clear. And you know, things like that. Pepper Plays, stuff like that. But we couldn't think of what to do for my solo stream, so we started looking up verbs that have a J in them. You know, Jodi, whatever. And there's just no good verbs that start with J. But then like we just randomly came upon the word jar, and we're like, wait, that would be really funny actually if I'm just like in the jar for the stream. So that's what we're doing. I'm in the jar now. Okay. I think we mostly used up everything we need to, or sold everything we need to. Before I forget, because Morrigan's new, we have to do the whole putting all of the potions on the quick bar thing now for like because we have to do that for every new party member. But also, since she's a mage, we're gonna put the lyrium potions down there too for her mana. In fact, let me actually move those over so that there's room for bigger health potions later.
The Chantry Board. Yes, let us run errands for the betterment of mankind as well as a few coppers.
Yeah, the Chantry Board is a thing that we're going to see in a lot of different settlements in this game, a lot of different towns. It's basically just like an easy way of giving us a lot of quests to do. Yes, we're trans. Oh, what do you mean you're kind of? If you feel like saying, you don't have to say. But yeah, we're trans. Pepper and I have both been out for a while. Actually, in less than a week, in 6 days, is the 3-year anniversary of me starting hormones. Pepper's 3-year anniversary was at the beginning of the year. You're non-binary? Well, that counts as trans, absolutely. Welcome. I'm glad to have another trans person on stream. I'm not going to read all of these necessarily, but I am going to read this one. Bandits, bandits everywhere. As transcribed on behalf of Sir Bryant, Templar and Defender of the Faith. Know that all those who prey upon refugees do so under pain of death. The Maker spurns bandits and their kind. Excuse me. The Templars offer a sizable reward for the apprehension or execution of the bandit leaders plying their trade in the northern wooden roads. Beware, the bandits are numerous and of considerable skill. Only a well-armed and well-trained party should brave the deep wood. We pray for the success of any who undertake this mission. Residents of good standing and passing travelers have indicated there are 3 bandit groups in the northern wood. This humble chanter would echo Sir Brian's caution, lest you wind up another victim of these evil men. The reward for such service is 3 sovereigns. Sovereigns are the gold coins, which is good. We want 3 gold right now is a really good reward for a quest. May the Maker look after his children in our hour of need. Let's take that one. And I think once we do this one, there will be more.
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts. There is nowhere to run. This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts.
Please, you're scaring the children.
Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands. There! One of their minions is already amongst us! This woman bears their evil stench! Can you not see the vile blackness that fills her?
So that's interesting, because we are Grey Warrens and we drank Darkspawn blood, we do have some of their taint in us, and apparently he can tell. I've always kind of wondered what that was about. Ignore him, people. I know I intend to.
darkspawn will feast on our flesh! Everyone will die! The evil shall descend upon us! You again! Can you all not smell the evil? This one is tainted!
Calm down. The Darkspawn can be fought and beaten.
No! I have seen them! You cannot run! You cannot fight!
You poor man. What happened to you?
My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn!
It must have been horrible. How did you escape?
I ran, hearing my wife's screams as they dragged her off. She had hair the same color as yours.
Scaring these people won't get her back.
You were right. I will go.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us.
So, I haven't said it yet, but we can leave Lothering right now. And the second you leave Lothering, it gets swallowed up by the Blight, and you never get to come here. So, or you never get to come here again. So, like, yeah, he was kind of right about these people. Slavic does gotcha. By the way, is it okay if I just call you Slavic or something for short, or what works for you? Also, what are your pronouns, if you don't mind me asking? But Slavic says, Slavic does gotcha says, this is a very awesome stream though. Very chill community, awesome host, and a lot of fun. Also glad nobody seems to mind how we're going off topic. Sometimes I mind if the stream is going super, super off topic, but I think everything that's been said so far is fine. And if it ever goes really off topic, I will let everyone know and we'll try to refocus. I can call you Slavic? Okay, cool. Yeah. I don't know. I lost my focus for a second. Persuade. There's always hope. Muster your courage.
You're right. We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
Evil shall descend upon us!
Little glitch here. He's gone, but he's still yet screaming. Okay, that's as good as what we already have, so that's whatever. Lothering.
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no room left.
You're closed?
We turn none aside, but we simply don't have room for anyone to sleep. Priests are within if you seek to offer devotion to the Maker, however. May he protect us all.
Who's in charge of this chantry?
The revered mother runs the chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here.
Did you know there were bandits on the highway?
Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that.
Goodbye.
Make her watch over you.
Nope. That was weird for a second there.
There's word of darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon them. That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us.
Sir Donald, let's see.
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to turn Loghain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Loghain straight soon enough.
If he were well? What do you mean?
The Arl is stricken with an illness that threatens his life. We have found no cure, either natural or magical.
When did this happen?
Only a few weeks ago, but he has declined quickly. No one knows the nature of the illness, and even magic has done little to slow its progress. Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
I was hoping to meet Arl Eamon, in fact.
Why is that, if I may ask?
We need his help against Tairn Logain.
I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tairn Logain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tairn has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
Is there any point in going to Redcliffe?
He may be dead already. Or perhaps his luck has changed in the weeks I have been gone.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
Tell me more about this Urn of Sacred Ashes.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
We Dalish don't learn much about your religion.
If you're truly interested, there are books here containing a great deal of lore. Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. I intend to return to Redcliffe soon and tell the Arlessa exactly that, once Sir Henrik arrives.
Slavic says, this is such a comforting stream, not gonna lie. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And other people have told me that I'm a comforting streamer, and I don't really understand why, because I'm kind of just like, I don't know, I feel like I'm not going out of my way to be comforting, but I appreciate that I have that effect, I guess. Who is Sir Henrik?
My fellow knight and traveling companion. He is delayed, though.
Your friend Sir Henrik is dead. I have something of his.
What? And you have his locket? And a note?
Oh, we picked this up by the bandits.
Mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
I dealt with the bandits that killed him.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
I have a nice voice. That's interesting. Thank you for saying that. Sometimes I really dislike my voice, but I think I've settled into a pretty good place with it. Like, I haven't done a lot of intentional voice training, but I have kind of gone up high enough that even though I still get read as a guy by most people out in the world, I feel like I'm at a place where I'm kind of okay with it. I should go.
With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, my lady. You have been most helpful.
And when the Maker spoke, a chant of light scattered in the darkness. The word dispelled fear and ignorance. Let those who cry out from the shadows be comforted. Let those who seek redemption be delivered. Let those who have sinned be forgiven.
Slavic, I'm not a fella, just so you know. I'm not a guy. I prefer if you use, feminine terms for me. I am a woman.
Let him hear our unwavering faith. Let him hear our righteous dedication and enduring perseverance.
And then shall the Maker return to us. And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven. And then shall the chant of light make it pure. Let all mankind be humble.
Slavic says, I thought fella was gender neutral. Sorry. That's okay. The interesting thing is, this is going to sound like a criticism of you specifically, and it is not. Let me actually, because the game is loud. There's a lot of terms that mean man that end up just because of, you should specify English isn't your first language. Oh, that's more than fair. This is not a criticism of you. You corrected after I said it. That's fine. But just to the point, there's a lot of terms that are masculine or that are used to refer to men that are, people talk about them as being gender neutral, but that's because patriarchy makes man the default, Like dude, for example, is a term that very explicitly means man, but a lot of people will be like, oh no, I meant that gender neutrally. And that's just not how it works, So yeah, like Fella is kind of one of those. And again, like you apologized and you corrected, and like no harm, no foul. I'm not like mad at you or anything, just to be clear.
In the darkness, the word dispelled fear and ignorance. Let those who cry
Yeah, I love juice boxes, J Hill. Did someone say that that's weird?
Across all four corners of the world. Let it rise at
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here.
What tithe is acceptable?
Might I suggest 30 silver?
I'm sorry, but I only have 10 silver.
1 out of 1 is a more generous gift than 10 out of thousands. What can I do for you then?
I am a Grey Warden. I need your help.
A Grey Warden? Here? Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tairn Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws.
Outlaws? What do you mean?
You have not heard. The Tairn claims that the Grey Wardens are responsible for the king's death. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do. Now, if there is nothing else...
Can you provide any help to the Grey Wardens at all?
I cannot help you without risking the safety of this village and Chantry. The best I can do is keep your presence a secret. I am sorry. Now, if there is nothing else...
Perhaps I should go.
May the Maker guard you, Grey Warden.
I don't know why I gave that money, because, like, I'm playing a Dalish who does not care about the Chantry, but it was like, oh, maybe I'm trying to get in her good graces. That's what I'm going to go with.
Return to the Black City in heaven, and then shall the chant of light make it pure. Let all mankind be humbled. Let all repeat the chant of light.
Yes, my lady? Who might you be?
You may call me Slurgeballs.
I am Sir Bryant, commander of Lothering's remaining Templars. You don't seem like the other refugees. Are you one of Arl Eamon's knights?
No, I'm not.
Then what might I do for you?
I'm going out of my way to not say I'm a Grey Warden. About those bandits outside the village.
Maker's breath, how many times must we drive them off?
They won't bother you again. I killed them.
All of them? By yourself?
It's true. I saw it from my post. It was over so fast, we didn't even have time to get over there.
Sad that it needed to come to that. But then they asked for it. Will you accept a small reward for your service?
I really like this in comparison to, like, Bandits in Skyrim, where, like, Bandits in Skyrim or, you know, Oblivion or lots of games, actually, are just, like, generic, like, evil people that just kind of seem to spontaneously end up in the world somehow. They just spontaneously generate in the world. And, like, no one cares if you kill them. It's just like, oh, yeah, they're, you know, that their one purpose is to die. And here you kill some bandits and they're like, oh, it's a shame it came to that. We didn't want to kill them. And, like, even when you talk to them, they're like, oh, we're desperate, you know? I appreciate that. Certainly. Thank you.
If it interests you, there is a Chanters board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's something else you need.
I'm hoping you can help me. I'm a Grey Warden. I'm not avoiding the subject anymore.
I see. That is certainly worthy of notice. Tairn Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope.
The Grey Wardens did no such thing.
I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tairn claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
My fave game of all time. That's a good question. I'll have to think about that for a bit. I can say a few ones that I really like. I really like Fear, which Pepper just recently played on the channel. I really like Prey. I really like Dragon Age. I haven't played Dragon Age Veilguard yet, but like 1, 2, and 3, I really like all of them, and I kind of like go back and forth on which one's my favorite. Sometimes it's this game, sometimes it's Dragon Age 2. Like, I'm playing through Dragon Age Inquisition for the first time now, and like, I've tried to play through it before and I've bounced out because there were aspects of the gameplay I didn't like, but like, I'm really enjoying it this time, and honestly, so far, if it continues as good as it is for me right now, it might end up being my favorite. But like, beyond that, let me think. I really like Resident Evil 2 Remake and also Resident Evil 4, but I think Resident Evil 2 Remake honestly might be a better game to me. What else? I know that there's more. If you asked me like 10 years ago, I would have said Mass Effect 1. And I still think Mass Effect 1 is the best one of that series, but I don't like it the way I used to anymore. There's a lot about it that to me just didn't really hold up anymore. I don't know. Like, I'm surprised because I used to love Mass Effect and be kind of like, Dragon Age is okay, but I've completely flipped on those two now. Dragon Age, I think, is incredible, and Mass Effect's all right. What else do I like? I know there's more. I'm talking like games that could be in the running to be my favorite of all time. Oh crap. Let me look at my Steam library. Give me 1 second. Oh, Dishonored. Dishonored 2. Duh, I forgot Dishonored completely. Oh, Dark Souls, obviously. Dark Souls 2, I mean. Fallout New Vegas, maybe? I'm gonna look through my thing and find one more, and then I'm gonna go back to the game. Oh, duh, Disco Elysium. I love Disco Elysium so much. There we go. I think that's a good list of like favorite games of all time. I couldn't narrow it down to just one of those, but yeah. Is there any other help you can offer?
I cannot openly help you, I fear, but here, take this key. It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry when we evacuate, so take what you need.
I should go.
Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
And when the Maker spoke, a chant of light scattered in the darkness. The word dispelled.
Health poultices and elf root are really useful. And also he's like, oh, we can't carry all those. Really, you can't carry bandages and herbs that like are really helpful to you that you really need? Okay, sure.
Redemption be delivered. Let those who have sinned be forgiven.
That's weird. I don't know why that effect happened right when the loading screen ended twice in a row. That was weird. This kid's going to say something that is always one of the things I think of when I think of this game. We'll see when he says it.
Mongrel I have nothing you want. Why do you keep staring at me so, you flea-ridden beast? Can you not tell when you are not wanted? I enjoy company of creatures of the wild, not stench-ridden domesticated wolves. And he persists. Maddening!
So how is it that Terran Logain survived when even the Grey Wardens didn't make it out of that place down south?
I heard he saw just in time what those Grey Wardens were doing and saved his men. He's a hero, that's what he is.
Too bad he couldn't save poor King Kalen. Blast those Grey Wardens, they deserve what they got and more.
I'll say. First they drag the king down there, and then they throw him to the wolves. It's no wonder it all went bad.
Did you see the new recruiters out?
I'd keep your voice down if I were you. They're pressing anyone who can hold a sword into service.
Terran wants a new army, but is it to fight them Darkspawn or those nobles shouting against them?
I've no idea, but I'm sure not about to raise my hand if you catch my meaning. Not after what happened down south.
Well, look what we have here, men. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Logain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about an elf by this very description, and everyone said they hadn't seen one?
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
Let's talk about this before things get out of hand.
I doubt he would listen. He blindly follows his master's commands.
I am not the blind one. I served at Ostagar, where the Tern saved us from the Grey Warden's treachery. I serve him gladly. Enough talk! Take the Warden into custody. Kill this sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right, let's make this quick.
Let's make this quick! Of course. Be careful!
I didn't realize I died. Wow. Why is Alistair doing nothing? Oh my god.
Here comes trouble!
This part takes forever.
Tear them
All right,
apart!
you've won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
You're gonna join our Discord? Welcome! We're glad to have you. Also, just because I need to ask because of stuff that's been happening recently, you are over 18, correct? Take a message to Logain.
What do you want to tell him?
The Grey Wardens know what really happened.
I'll tell him right away. Now, thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
So I see. Where does a sister learn to fight like that?
I wasn't born in the Chantry, you know. Many of us had
You are? That's good.
colorful lives before we joined. Let me introduce myself.
Because these streams are
I am
18 plus.
Viviana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
I'm Slurge Balls. A pleasure.
They said you were a Grey Warden. I'm surprised you're an elf. But elves must want the Blight defeated as much as humans, no? I know after what happened you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
By the way, this character right here is very important. She is one of the main characters of Dragon Age 3 as well. I love Liliana. Why so eager to come with me?
The Maker told me to.
Can you elaborate?
I know that sounds absolutely insane, but it's true. I had a dream. A vision.
More crazy? I thought we were all full up.
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos. will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
Very well. I will turn away. I will not turn away help when it is offered.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
All right, so as the dog is extremely useful in gameplay, but we want Liliana in our party, so.
Indeed.
Now let's check out Liliana's kit. So Liliana is spec'd out for archery. Despite that, she starts with like melee weapons. I don't know why. But we're going to use her as an archer, especially because we already have me as like a melee rogue. And we're probably not going to keep her in our party. We don't need 2 rogues, but for right now, might as well. I just sold my bows. Okay, we're going to swap her out later. Or swap out her items later. Oh, is archery really good in this game? I've never actually done it. Anyway, gonna give her 2 knives. And, you know, just like all of them, gonna put the potions down in the quick bar. Did I get injured from that? I did get injured. Penalty to maximum health. I want that gone. Let's take a lesser injury kit. So that's interesting you say that, J Hill. I might actually, like, once I get a bow for Liliana, I might keep her in the party. This might be my main party. We'll see. Oops. Can I at least give her armor, or did I just sell all of that also? I did indeed just sell all of it. Oh, no, she has the... Hang on, do I have the strength to do that yet? I do not have the strength for that yet. I'll give her... Actually, what do you have? Splint mail. Okay. I'm going to give Liliana the chainmail here. Have I ever played Baldur's Gate? I have. I didn't get very far in any of them. I got the farthest in 3, and then I kind of lost interest. It's a very good game, and me losing interest in it is not a reflection of it not being a good game, but I lost interest. Hi, Pepper. What's up?
Hi, Pepper. What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm pretty good.
Pepper's standing over my shoulder right now.
How you doing, Pepper?
I'm doing good, Pepper.
That's good, Pepper.
It is good, Pepper.
I'm gonna kiss you, Pepper.
You'll kiss me, Pepper.
I'm gonna kiss you, Pepper.
We have someone new in stream, by the way, who's going to join our Discord.
I saw.
Slavic does gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slavic does gotcha. What sort of gotcha you doing? Gay? Shit.
Are we gay? Fuck. I didn't know that.
Finally.
This whole time, I didn't realize.
That guy looks...
I got other gear to sell.
Stupid.
Yeah, the character models in this game don't look great. And anyway, you've been watching over my shoulder as I've played a little bit of Inquisition.
Yeah.
That was only made 5 years after this game.
Yeah,
like,
that game looks great.
Yeah, like technology jumped so quickly. Which, by the way, I've been playing Inquisition specifically because, like, I can't play this game between streams, and I really wanted to. And now I so want to be playing Inquisition instead. I didn't realize I would like it that much. But it's okay. I also love this game a lot. Show me what you've got.
Are you sure?
Yes. Show me what you've got.
Take my pants off?
Yes.
Okay.
God, I thought I was clear.
Okay, I'll show you what I got.
We want those distillation agents.
No, they're called balls.
That actually kind of got me a little bit. Thorn of the Dead Gods. That is a good looking... Well, it's not even... Despite it being like a unique dagger, it's not actually that good looking. It's like the same damage as what we have now, and the same armor penetration as what we have now, and the same strength modifier as what we have now, but it has a +2 to damage and a +2 to armor penetration, which is like good, but it's not 2 gold good at this stage of the game. Also, I'm realizing I can just buy a bow for Leliana right here. I might do that. Okay, I'll give her a longbow. It's cheap. Reduces hostility could be very useful for me. I want to not have aggro on me if I can at all avoid it. Yeah, screw it. I'll buy that.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
You're out of food?
A whole mess of refugees come in and leave near every night. All have hungry bellies, sad tales, and mementos for barter. I sold that bleeding merchant outside about half my larder 2 weeks back, and now he's charging outrageous sums for all my food.
Don't worry about him. I took care of it.
You did? Well, I don't know what to say to that. Thanks.
Show me what you've got. Oh, I actually don't need to do that. Farewell.
You're here about food. Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
I keep missing whatever quest he has. There we go. Know of any well-paying work in Lothering?
Check the chanter's board by the chantry. There's good jobs there. I don't suppose you know anything about poison?
I have dabbled in such things.
I figured if I kept asking, I'd find someone. I'd pay good coin for some simple poison. Something to slow them beasties down or make them think twice.
I'll see what I can do.
Thanks. I might have some ingredients in stock. Don't really know what you need.
Yeah, that's fine, Slavic. You don't have to, like, you can be as active or not active in chat as you want to be. I'm happy to have you here either way. Farewell. So, what does he need? Lothering, a poisonous proposition. 3 flasks of venom. Do I have that? I have 3 flasks of venom? Exactly. And, like, that's not one that I super want to use for myself, so I might as well just give him that.
Any luck with that poison? Or you here to see my
You love
stock?
Applecar? You should love Applecar. I have what you asked for.
Splendid. If those beasties come on my land, I hope it teaches them a lesson. Yeah, there's enough gold to cover any of your expenses and then some. Hey?
75 silver is not bad. You have an apple dog? I don't know what that means, but yes, I think that sounds fantastic.
Did you speak to that knight yesterday? Said he was from Redcliffe.
He talked to everyone in the tavern. How are we supposed to know where the urn of sacred ashes is? Might as well ask us how to get to the moon.
He said that all the Redcliffe knights were looking for it, as if they didn't have anything better to do. I don't get it.
So there's going to be multiple quests now that are just like, hey, do you have somebody in your party who knows one of the crafting skills? If so, complete our quest, basically. So we just did the poison one, and now there's going to be one that's about health poultices and one that's about traps, I believe. I think that's what these are.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
What do you need traps for?
Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps.
Why don't you just buy some?
None to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village in his fields.
Sorry, I can't make traps.
I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
I'll give Lily the trap making and see if we can come back and do that quest again.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
Slavic, I will have to read you the apple cart post at some point. It's a really dumb Tumblr meme, but I like it. Actually, I was more hoping I could help you.
Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
I don't, but my friend does.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
How many does she need? Let's see. 3 lesser health poultices. We already have that. That's easy.
Have any luck finding herbs in the woods?
I didn't need them. Here you go.
This will help many people. You're a good sort, you know.
Lovely.
Anyway, I'm stealing your boots. Bye.
Well, all right.
So, let me get this straight. You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
Do you ever regret leaving the Chantry?
No, never. Do you?
Yes. You may not believe it, but I found peace there. The kind of peace I've never known.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking. Oh, you never know, right?
No, I never did anything like that. I enjoyed the quiet.
Suit yourself. The look on their face was always priceless.
Lovely.
So how's everyone doing, by the way? I've been talking like almost purely about the game so far today. I haven't really talked just to all of you about stuff, you know?
How dare you accuse me of thievery? Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
Shokke basit isra, marade starit, merade twasit, abana kyun, maras shokra, ananne sam kyun.
You aren't one of my captors. I have nothing to say that would amuse you, elf. Leave me in peace.
You're a prisoner. Who put you here?
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry.
The revered mother said he slaughtered an entire family, even the children.
It is as she says. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
I'm Slurge Balls. Pleased to meet you here. Pleased to meet you.
You mock me. Or you show manners I have not come to expect in your lands. Though it matters little now. I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
What did you do to end up in here?
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
Who did you murder?
The people of a farmhold. 8 humans, in addition to the children.
Aren't you interested in seeking atonement?
Death will be my atonement.
There are other ways to redeem yourself.
Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime?
You could help defend the land. You could help me defend the land against the Blight.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Yes, I am.
Surprising. My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Would the revered mother let you free?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance. It seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
I'll leave you for now.
Farewell, then.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
So we're going to go back to the Chantry real quick. He said the line! I don't know why...
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Couldn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? That would be great, thanks.
So yeah, this kid yelling, "I'm cold, I don't like this." I don't know why, but it's just stuck in my head. It's something I just think about when I think of this game. Slavic, me and Pepper also both have ADHD and autism. You're fine.
Good day, Sister Leliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
Is there something I can do for you, then?
I want to talk about Sten, the Kunari you imprisoned.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
I want him freed. I might have a use for him.
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
I was thinking you might release him into my custody.
And what do you say on this, Leliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Kunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
Also, I should say, this character here ends up being very important in the third game. There's a lot of things like that in this series where, like, characters you don't expect end up being very important later. Just like how Lothering, this whole village, ends up being important later. Even though it gets destroyed, like, as soon as we leave.
So I take it you did not enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at me, I take it.
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
I didn't fail, I was recruited into the Grey Wardens.
And if you had not been recruited, what would have happened instead?
I would have turned into a drooling lunatic, slaughtered the Grand Cleric, and run through the streets of Denham in my small clothes, I guess.
Your self-awareness does you credit.
I thought you'd like that.
The banter between Alistair and Morrigan is really good. I was going to call her Morgana for a second, but like, wait, that's the wrong game.
You wish something more of me?
I have the key to open your cage.
I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it.
She agreed to release you into my custody.
So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight.
Very well. I'll let you out.
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
So Sten is a Kunari, and the Kunari receive a major redesign between this game and the next. They get like big horns, they get much taller. It's kind of retconned in a way, like we end up finding out like, oh yeah, there are Kunari who don't have horns like Sten, but they're very rare. That's not typical for them, which I think is just like them not wanting to be like, yeah, we redesigned the entire species. And what if I don't lead you to your atonement?
Then I will find it myself. May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Yeah, we're going to keep the party we have right now. Sten's going to be interesting to talk to in camp, though. Oh, what is happening? Oh, that was... Oh, weird. Uh-oh. That might not be a good sign. Anyway, in this area, we're looking for 3 groups of bandits. Looks like we found one. Also, this is supposed to be woods. They refer to this as woods. If Alistair could possibly tank for me, that would be great.
Now we get you a funny one, you are.
Oh, what is... Uh-oh. Game crashed. Okay, cool. Awesome. That... I might have to lower my settings again. We'll see. It's frustrating to have to do that way, because, like, this computer is definitely good enough to run this game on Ultra and then some, but, like, because it's so old, like, it just doesn't run well on it. It really sucks. Because the game is so old, I mean. Alright, see ya in the birb, Slavic. Let me lower the settings again. Or I can try again and see if like that ends up being an issue. We might be fine.
Let's be silent now.
Oh well, they killed Alistair real quick. I might need another tank in the party, actually. Maybe we will use Sten instead of Liliana.
Too easy. Cross me and you shall pay. You should run while you can.
Okay, Liliana's actually tanking for me right now, which is interesting.
Here comes trouble.
Maybe I'll make her a Dex rogue, and she can kind of be like a dodge tank for us. That could be useful. Oh, wait, hang on. I didn't realize I was so low.
I can't go on like this. I'm hurt. I would like a trophy. Oh, is that right? Enough. Let's see. Run while you can. No mercy.
My blood is getting all over everything.
It's your time to die. How dare you! We are victorious again. Stop the bleeding.
We somehow made it through that. Like, we're still at the low enough level that our build hasn't come together yet, so some of these fights are going to be rough. Okay, let's see if Alistair's injured. He is. Injury kit.
All right. You cannot win.
Just die already!
Kind of moving out of the range of the archers for right now.
Why do they bother?
Aw. Early game combat's kind of hard in this game. It gets a lot easier even as it gets harder later. Oh shit. They stunned me before I could heal myself. That's concerning. Oh. Early game mages are really strong though. Morgan could basically solo these guys. Let me actually have her heal herself.
Well, if I must. Another call to the fire. Nerve. And so I shall. And how's that? As you desire.
We're so close to another level and I need it so bad.
Oh my! Of course.
Quest completed. Quest updated, excuse me.
Down during the fight, didn't I?
Alright, how injured are Liliana and Alistair? Penalty to defense, that's not great. Penalty to nature resistance, that's maybe something that's more easy to deal with right now. Injury kit for Alistair, don't need one for Liliana necessarily. I am really feeling the need for another tank right now. And I could make that work with Liliana, but that would take some time. I'll have to see what I want to do. I might bring Sten into the party for now. In fact, for the moment, let's do that.
Blood and damnation.
Yes.
And we have a two-handed weapon for him because I saved one. And what does his kit look like? Alright. Yeah. I think this will be helpful for right now.
Of course.
I believe the third group is over here. But we'll see. It might actually be spiders now. Yep, it's spiders. I just suddenly remembered as we were walking towards it. Do they want to engage, please?
Well, all right.
See, now the tanks are actually holding aggro pretty well right now, which is nice because I'm actually able to pump out damage like I want to, like this build is for.
Next. New tactic. Fight.
As you desire.
Ankles. I'm going to take a nap. I hope that's okay.
Just leave it. There's like another enemy over there, but we're leaving combat long enough for health to regen. Immediately, that fight went a lot better. Sten and Alistair together are way more able to take aggro, so I can pump out damage. Yeah, sure, give me some spaghetti. I'd like some spaghetti.
You cannot win! Victorious! I think this is where the third bandit group is, now that I'm remembering. Thank you. I appreciate that, Slavic. Just gonna keep kiting them. There we go. Sten is much better than Alistair at taking aggro. Also, Sten's about to die. Whoops. Oh, greater one didn't come down. I am your death. What's this?
That's a level for Alistair, at least.
Lost me and you shall pay.
The enemy draws blood.
Thanks, Slavic. I can already tell that it's delicious. Oh, damn it.
I am ready.
My first digital spaghetti. I can't wait.
And you shall pay.
The enemy draws blood.
Run while you can. I cannot be defeated.
Okay, how injured am I? Penalty to fatigue. All right. And Alistair, also penalty to fatigue. More injury kits. Let's level up Alistair. You need more constitution, my friend. Oh, you need taunt is what you need. That would explain things. Yeah, you need taunt. That's why Sten is such a better tank, because he has taunt. Let's get you close to that. That might be a better greatsword for Sten already. Yep, better. Alright, so that's it for that quest. We should go back and turn it in.
As you desire.
So yeah, by the way, this is it for Lothering. Like, This is the entire area, but we're not actually done with the quests here yet. Also, windmill. Windmill. Yes, I can cook. I love cooking. Windmill. Windmill Simulator 2025.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day.
So 3 gold is pretty good. And also we got a level off of that. And now there's more things on the Chanter's board. When bears attack, on behalf of Thed the farmer and his departed son, I inscribe this missive. As the Maker is my witness, I charge all those with knowledge of arms and armor to brave the dangers of the northern wood to find the family of bears that mauled and killed the boy Eneth. For they are an abomination in the Maker's sight, and their hides would prove great comfort to the northern farms and solace for Thed's family. As chanter for Lothering, I do pledge a sum of 1 sovereign to whoever carries out this, the Maker's will. Exercise caution first and foremost. May his light bathe us all. We're going to take that one. And a last keepsake. A thanks to all villagers who've opened their barns and crofts to the refugees in these dark times. The chantry regularly hears praise from our visitors, and your virtuous deeds are mentioned in many prayers. Sadly, a lone boy in the village whose mother, Goodwife Sarha, is missing. Oh, there is a lone boy in the village, yeah. I cannot read or talk. As she has been missing for the better part of a week as of this writing, she is presumed dead. May the Maker bless her passing. She was a lady of middle years, with red hair and fond of a green cloak. If any traveler or resident comes across her in the wilds, please return her body or the effects on her remains. In later years, the boy will be thankful to have such keepsakes to remember his brave mother by. The office of the Chanter will compensate this kindness with the sum of 50 silvers. May the Maker turn his gaze on us all. Yeah, I'm going to finish Subnautica Below Zero at some point. I just kind of lost interest, but I'm going to get back to it. Also, let me get a level. I need that level real bad. I might dump it all into strength just so I can wear better armor. Because like 16 armor seems to be a good cutoff for a lot of armors. Let's just do that. 16 strength. I'm not going to have any better damage really right now, but that's okay. I wonder if I can skip paying for talents right now, because there's nothing here that I want, and it'd be nice to keep that point for later. I can. There we go. That's good. Oh, it looks like, yeah, I'm just going to have to keep going back to that, but it's going to let me do it, and then I'll level and go back to it later.
Animals. Why did they attack?
Hey, loser.
Thank you, Corgi. I'm going to take a sip. That's so many wolves. Ugh. Wow, loud growling. Oh, wait. Oh my god, why is it not going onto my quick bar? That's so weird. It will here, but not there. Odd. Mom dead. Thank you, Slavic. That's super appreciated. Thank you. Oh, it's for the spaghetti ingredients. Well, I appreciate it. This is a harder fight than I remembered. You DM me the recipe? That's fun. I appreciate that.
Begin the onslaught.
For early game, for a mage, you basically just want to kill time until they can cast Winter's Grasp. It's such a good spell.
That was a most difficult battle.
So everyone seems to have lost their right side of their thing. I'm not sure why. Really weird. Yeah.
Extra game, please.
What?
Extra game, please. Thank you.
You're welcome. Why did everyone lose their rightmost quick slot? That's so weird. All right, Slavic. We'll see you in a bit then. And again, you don't have to feel like... I don't want you to feel like you have to be active when you're here. Like, you could be here and watching and say literally nothing, and that would still be great. As much as we do love having you in chat. All right, that's for that quest. Now, let's see if we can find those bears, or if we need to go back to the chantry for that. Oh, yep, there's the bears. And this one's probably going to also be hard.
And so I shall. Another battle.
This fight seems way easier. Wow. Okay, that's it for those two quests. Those ones were much easier. Well, the second one was. The first one was a little hard. But yeah, we're basically done with Lothering now. Not a lot here.
Let him take notice and shine upon thee, for thou hast done his work this day. And the stars stood still, the winds did quiet, and all animals of earth and air held their breath. All was silent in prayer and thanks. And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my bread is yours, my life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the Maker are one.
Greetings? You don't talk much, do you?
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
He can't answer you. He's Chanter Devons.
What's a chanter?
One of them that can only say the chant of light. His board has letters of good deeds to be doing. My father fixed Widow Allison's roof once, and the charter paid him, he did.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the Maker.
It's like a vow of silence then? He can't talk normally?
Unless it's the chant of light, no.
And so Rajmael in the heathen temple recanted. Speak only the word, sing only the chant, then the golden city is thine, spoke Andraste.
Farewell. So did I not actually finish that one quest? He only gave me 50 gold. 50 silver. He didn't give me the 1 gold. I guess he might have, actually. I have a lot of money right now. Let's go to Denerim, I guess. We're done with Lothering.
Cold. I don't like this.
I'm glad the spaghetti was delicious. I have some frozen pizza sitting here that I've been eating a little bit, like little by little throughout the stream. And it's fine. It's okay. Not my favorite thing I've ever eaten, but that's alright.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Let's grab some glory!
My word!
See, I'm barely even bothering to flank these guys. It doesn't matter. They're easy because this fight is just unfortunate to be happening in general.
As you desire.
Already getting up there in terms of what I need for my next level. Already a fifth of the way there.
Get back, Candle! Someone help us!
This should be good.
For people who weren't on the first stream, these are Darkspawn.
Too easy.
Oh yes. What's this?
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
So, what country am I from, and do we have your own traditional foods there? So I mean, I was born and grew up in the U.S. My family is actually from your neck of the woods, though. My family originally comes from Belarus and Ukraine. More so Belarus, but I think I do have some family from Ukraine. Pepper's family is British and French, I believe.
What?
I was like, we were asked where we're from, and I was talking about how my family came from Belarus and Ukraine. I mentioned that your family is like French and British. Is that right?
Yep.
Mm.
I'm boring.
Well, I'm not a Slav. I'm actually I'm Jewish. I'm Ashkenazi. Anyway, these guys are important characters in this game and the next game. I don't know how I feel about how this guy's written. We'll talk about it. You're welcome.
The name's Bodon Feddick, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandal. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
I doubt you want to travel with a Grey Warden.
Grey Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offense, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, though.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Oh, nothing like a brush with death to make you not like death much.
Lovely. Of course.
All right, let's go out to the world map again. Now that we're officially done with Lothering and it is gone forever. Serum says enchantment? Yep, we'll talk about that.
Bad dreams, huh?
It seems so real.
Well, it is real, sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Why didn't Duncan just tell everyone that?
He did. He said he felt the Archdemon's presence. Everyone just assumed he was guessing. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Thank you, Alistair. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
So yeah, this is our camp. It always looks like this, even if we're in completely different sides of the country. Just go with it. And this is where we talk to all of our party members and get all of their lore and such. Let's go through and talk to all of them, I guess. But since we were already kind of on the subject, let's talk to these guys first.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Feddick, at your service once again. I saw your camp and thought to myself, what safer place to rest for the evening than in the camp of a Grey Warden? I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Let me see your wares, Bodon.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
All right. So a lot of stuff we need for like potions and such. That's really useful. We also have these books, which are very expensive, but eventually that won't be such a bad thing, that give us skill points, either for like physical technique books are for rogues and warriors, and arcane techniques are for mages. And we also have a lot of just super expensive weapons and such, which we'll spend more time with later. Like just a lot of good stuff in general that we can't do a lot with now, but we will be able to. Increases monetary gain. We might want that. In fact, it's less than a gold, so let's do that. Let's get it. A bunch of runes. We can't do anything, or we can do something with that, but let's not do it just yet. And then, like, gifts, but, like, specifically gifts that we're going to want for specific party members. Like, King Marek's shield might be something that we want for Alistair, for example. Yeah. Canary Prayers for the Dead will be for Sten. And then generic thoughtful gift, lump of charcoal, rotten onion. Like, these are on sugar cake also. These are all like the DLC gifts that are just like generically for pumping your party members' approval one way or the other. Oh, we can buy a ranger manual here. That's good. Because we are going to need to unlock all of the extra class types. And backpack, we want a backpack. That is a lot of gold for right now, though. Hi, Nikitty. I'm doing fine. How are you? Also, I'm not sure if I've seen you on stream before. Welcome. Sorry, I'm quiet for right now. I'm just trying to figure this out. I am probably going to put on that belt. Increased monetary gain is good. Oh, you normally do the lurk and pepper streams? Well, welcome. It's nice to have you here. You seem to know me a bit better than I know you, I guess, because of that. But I hope you enjoy. Oh, you've been around? Okay. Okay. Now let's talk to Sandal.
Hello. The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
So yeah, Sandal, his writing is all just him saying like the same 3 words over and over again. And he's charming. I like him. I do also feel like that writing is a little weird, a little... I don't know. Oh no, it's also pretty cold here, Nikitty. Slavic asks, what's my favorite type of VTuber? This is a bad thing for a VTuber to admit. I don't watch a lot of VTubers, honestly. So I guess my favorite VTuber is Pepper.
That was Joy.
Pepper says that was a joyful noise. Sure it was. So, Sandal will be, like, he does enchantment, which means that he'll fit runes onto our weapons for us. I don't think we have any weapons yet that have rune slots, so we can't really use him yet. But what enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
Farewell. This guy here was controversial when this game came out, because this guy's here for some day 1 DLC. The Warden's Keep DLC was on the disc, but you had to buy DLC to actually unlock it. But, like, even if you didn't buy it, he would just be here. And people got really annoyed that, like, oh, like, it's bad enough that you have day 1 DLC, but you're going to keep this guy here to, like, advertise it to us also? Yeah. Let's talk to our party.
What do you need?
Do you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
I just thought you might need to talk.
I I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the blight and everything. I'm sorry.
All right, Nick Kitty, we'll see ya. Hope that you enjoy lurking. No harm done, Alistair.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
What about other Grey Wardens?
I don't know. I have no idea what the Grey Wardens do for their... when they fall in battle. The Dalish don't practice cremation, do they? How do your people honor your dead?
We bury them and plant a tree over their remains.
That sounds quite beautiful. Life springing from death. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Maybe I'll go to High Ever with you when you go.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
What then?
When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
And this made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything?
I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a blight to stop.
Why are we stopping?
I think we should talk for a moment.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
Are you all right? You were in that cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
The game's a bit quiet, thank you. Let me know how this is once he starts talking again. I've never seen a Kunari before. Tell me about your people.
No.
I always appreciated that. No? Why not?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of, the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
You said you were in the army.
I am.
Have you ever fought in a war?
I have always fought in war, elf.
What do you mean by that?
My people have been at war since the moment we set foot in the Northern Islands.
So the Kunari don't come from the islands?
We do now.
Where did you come from before?
Somewhere else.
Can you be more specific?
No. I was born in Seheron. Of the land we came from, I know nothing, not even its name. I do not see how this matters. Seheron and Parvolan are distant. Ferelden and the Darkspawn are immediate.
True. Let's go.
As you wish.
I kind of appreciate that about Sten. He's not just gonna be like, oh yeah, here's my life story, like most RPG companions. Like, it's just like, I don't really want to talk about that. No, we're not gonna talk about it. No.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
All right, Slavic, we'll see you later. I hope you come back. Also, just remember, I'm Jodi. Pepper's my girlfriend. But it's good to have you here, and I hope that you will come back to our stream again sometime. Pepper usually posts her schedule for like the week on either Mondays or Tuesdays on the Discord server and in her Blue Sky. Your mother has been doing this for a long time, then?
Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Can you change into other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Pepper, no! Pepper, why? Thank you for the sweets. Ow. Damn it, Pepper. See you, Slavic. Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will. But the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. If you had a notion to learn such a skill for yourself, sadly, you must remain disappointed.
Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
And what do other animals think of you when you've changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
There have been Dalish keepers who use similar magic.
Oh? Then I have no doubt your people do much to keep their talents well hidden from humans. I wonder if I was to ask one of your keepers of the origin of their magics, if there would be any relation to what I was taught.
I doubt they would be willing to tell you much.
True. Though I suspect I have more in common with your people than my own kind, but such is how it must be.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
That would just make you angry, I think.
No doubt it would. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
I actually want to see if I can get more from her.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
Did you grow up in the Kokari Wilds?
Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
You could if you wanted to.
Oh, what luck. What is it you asked? If I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
But you kept going back to the wilds?
Would you not do the same? Your world is an unforgiving and cold place. The wilds I hail from is home to me, and I a natural denizen. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for.
Very daring. That sounds like you.
Equal parts daring and foolhardy, perhaps. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be travelling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
What happened to the poor man?
Who cares? As I recall, he was executed. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
I have no idea. I'm not human.
Do not speak to me of trivialities. Your culture is not so entirely different. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
Yet here you are.
Yes, here I am. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
We didn't get very much from Alistair. I'm going to do one more conversation with him.
Hey, loser.
Thank you, Corgi. I'm going to take a sip. Also, welcome back, Nanbean.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
What can a Templar do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
So couldn't others learn these talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
So you were addicted to this lyrium?
Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective, or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Alright, that's good for now. Dog. Smidgeville was...
you little...
What? What?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Good boy. Teach that silly Alistair a lesson.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Alright. We're gonna want Alistair when we go to Redcliffe, but for right now, let's go Stan,
Yes.
Morrigan, and Liliana.
Indeed.
Because we're not going to Redcliffe right now, we're going to Denerim. We didn't get stopped once on that trip. That's not usually how that goes.
but one world, one life, one death. There is but one God, and he is our maker. They are sinners who have given their love to false gods.
What? No mention of dessert? Surely this is a miracle.
Let's check the Chanter's board. That's a lot of missions. I'm going to read all of them. Back alley justice. Eliminate the criminals preying on innocent folks in Denerim's back alleys. In these dark times, we must work together against the common threat. Sergeant Kylon has brought disturbing news that should anger all righteous people. In our own alleyways, footpads, muggers, and miscreants lie in wait to profit from the chaos of our times. They infect us like a plague. A reward is available for any information on these lowlives. Sergeant Kylon has also offered a heavy purse for any brave souls that can best
You're
these
going
brigands.
in the penis box.
All right, see you in a bit, Nonbean. Or not see you in a bit, you know, like enjoy lurking. Enjoy the penis box. There we go. That's what Pepper usually says. Where was I? This humble chanter has added to the reward as well. May the Maker bless all who heed this call. I'm not going to read all of them. I'm just going to get like the basic thing that we need. We're just going to be searching for someone who's missing in action. We need to find a sextant that this person lost. This one, the mission is to aid Loghain, but really this is like what we're going to do is we're going to take these troop movements that were posted to the board and we're going to ambush those troops. We have to go rescue some people from Darkspawn. And we have to gather up samples of, like, certain creatures, basically. Let's actually take a look at all of those. So we need 18 corpse gall. We're going to get a lot of corpse gall in Redcliffe, so we don't have to worry about going out of our way for that right now.
Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him. Foul and corrupt are they who have taken his gift and turned it against his children.
They shall be named Maleficar, accursed ones. They shall find no rest in this world or beyond.
I was getting to that part.
Hello there, Warden. I'm a friend. I've heard you're putting up the good fight against Loghain and Howe, right? Good for you. Make a spit on all those arrogant noble bastards. I've also heard you have certain skills. Skills of the street, you might say. No judgments here, mate. I want to help you.
Who are you?
The name is Slim Cauldry, and if you've heard of me, I've been doing a sad job of it, haven't I? I hear a great many things, and for those who view certain pesky laws as mere nuisances, there's some ripe fruit to be plucked out there. I can point the way. All I ask is for a little slice for myself.
Tell me, I'm interested.
Well, one of my mates noticed your skills. Nice piece of work, that. Uncommon caliber, if you don't mind me saying. But I need to know what else you can do. Ever done bump and grabs? Do much blending in shadows? Different opportunities for different folk, you know.
Stealth I have covered, but I don't pick pockets.
More of a second story man, eh? So was I back in the day. The thrill of the hunt. Dodging guards, in and out, no one the wiser. Ah, the good life. Now that we have that settled, just ask away. One point. I don't like blood much. Call me old-fashioned, but the Maker says thou shalt not strangle, decapitate or whatnot unless the other fella really had it coming, eh? I realise sometimes you do what you have to, but restrained, right? So, what are you interested in?
Know of any good places to break in?
I've got a place for you. It should be easy money for you. It'll cost 1 sovereign, though.
I don't think I've ever done this quest because I'm not usually like a rogue. I don't know what comes of this. I'm going to give it a try.
Lady Sophie is an intimate of Al Hal. Real intimate. She's visiting the country, because that's what rich folk do when the whole bloody kingdom's in danger. Sorry, they just get me so angry. Her room in the Nord Noble Tavern is unattended. That means her valuables are just there for the taking. You've got the tavern staff to worry about, plus she has hired a guard. A very overworked, tired and bored guard, though. Just be careful and you should be fine. Good luck.
All right. That seems like something we can do.
I bought a confection of spun sugar here once. It got stuck in my hair. Made it hard to come out. But it was very tasty for a few days.
Good day. The market is busy, is it not? Come, rest here. I have the finest selection of flowers and Orlesian-scented oils in all of Denerim. For you, perhaps? The oils are very relaxing in baths, no?
Where are you from?
I am from Orlais. You've heard of us, no? This Denerim is a fine city, but I miss my Valroyo. She's quite beautiful this time of year.
Tell me about Valroyo.
What I miss most are the clothes. The avenue of flowers this time of year has so many colors. And the skirts. Fine wools, cloths, many only the noble-born can afford. Ferelden is more muted. Its fashion's quite old. But I like the people of this city very much.
Why did you leave?
Orlais has many, many good things. But it is sometimes not so good to be common. My brother had trouble with a chevalier and we departed shortly after.
What's a chevalier?
You know so little of Orlais here. The chevaliers are knights of the highest order. They are the most skilled in the world. Their discipline, formidable. For their service, they're allowed privileges. They can do whatever they want to the lesser born.
What sort of trouble did you get in?
A chevalier took an interest in me. It was his right, but it was unwelcome. Incensed, my brother hit him over the head with a pot. Such a thing is almost treason. We left that very night and came here.
But what your brother did is right.
Perhaps where you are from. But in human lands, things are sometimes not so clear. Many revere the chevaliers for their skill, honor, and deeds. But others tread lightly. As lightly as the mouse in the cat's den. If you will excuse me, I feel a touch lightheaded.
Welcome, friends. Welcome to Wade's Emporium. We have the finest armors in Denerim, maybe in all of Ferelden. How may we assist you?
Tell me about Wade.
You're obviously not from around here. Wade is possibly the most brilliant armorsmith in all of Ferelden.
That's not true, Herin. The dwarves of Orzammar make the finest armors around. These piles of rust droppings you forced me to make are worthless compared to their work. You never let me have the time, the materials to make something special.
Customers expect their armor in a timely fashion, not years late like the last time.
That happened once, just once, and you never let it drop.
Who's in charge here?
I am.
Wade owns the Emporium, but without expert assistance and, well, prodding, let's just say the Emporium has improved substantially with our partnership.
But I do miss the good old days. I could really take my time to make quality.
Oh, by all means, you can return to them. And to the gruel you used to fancy.
No. Sorry, Herin.
Let's see what you have for sale.
Certainly.
I want some better armor. I now have 16 strength, so that seems like I'll be able to find something that... I guess not. Wow, okay. This leather armor is slightly better than what I have now. Actually, a good deal better. That's also kind of expensive. I'll probably find something okay in a little bit. Oh, I didn't realize I had this other enchanted dagger. I should swap that out for what I currently have equipped. That seems like a good sword. I should have Alistair equip that. Hi Judith, welcome to the stream. You're still Gideon for a walk? Nice. So now I have 2 enchanted daggers equipped, which is good.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Does Liliana have higher cunning than me? Nope, okay, she can't do it either. Oh, he briefly escaped on Friday. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm glad you got him back. That must have been scary, though. Yeah, it is good that he lets you pick him up.
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district. Oh, can I help you, Warden?
How do you know who I am?
Your likeness was passed around to the senior guardsman at the palace. I must say, the sketch didn't do you much justice. Don't worry, even if I believed the official story of what happened at Ostagar, I'm no fool. If I asked my men to apprehend you, they'd all run and cry big sobby tears in their courtesans' bosoms and leave me all alone to be skewered. Don't disturb the peace in the market, and that's well enough for me.
Is the market district really that bad?
The lower market isn't deemed important by the captain of the guard, even less with Al Howe in charge. So when I finally get the new men I request, I get the delightful surprise of discovering their Lord Such-and-Such's illegitimate, untrained, moronic whelps. But lords keep sending me more of them. It's decent pay, no expectations, a uniform. So I have a legion of bastards to protect the market from pickpockets, stabbings, and whatnot, and Al Howe's specially picked men are the worst of the lot.
How are they worse?
With the bastards, I just have to worry about dicing, the odd bit of drool, or yelling at them too loudly and hurting their poor feelings, and then getting chewed out by their noble fathers. But I swear, the Arl's men are more criminal than the miscreants we occasionally arrest. Some of them are the criminals we have to arrest. So if your lifeblood isn't draining in the gutters as we speak, don't bother reporting it.
Hi, Rebel Nuts. Welcome to the stream. I don't think we've seen you around before. I'm Jodi. I am currently playing Dragon Age Origins, and I share this channel with my girlfriend, Pepper. Actually, do you need any help?
What? You're serious? I mean, yes, I could use help. I've got a pretty popular establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I send my boys in, someone might get, maker forbid, hurt, and I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous.
What do you need me to do?
The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy.
Sign me up, Sergeant.
Thank you, Warden. Happy hunting.
So, I should say, by the way, we're not going to do all of Denerim right now. It's long. We're going to do bits and pieces like between all the other main quests. Judith says Brown, listening to him saying not to blow them up. Oh, damn it. No, Brown doesn't use explosive weapons. That's the whole thing. Like, he uses they use indirect weapons. It's just that, you know, sometimes that includes gases that they shouldn't be using. But like Allie made the specific point. We're talking about a podcast I like, a tabletop podcast called Friends at the Table. You should all listen to. Allie made a point of being like, no, they really don't like direct weapons. Yeah, that's fair.
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry.
How can I help you?
Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet.
Yeah, that is definitely Yuri Lowenthal. You're right, Judith. I'll take a look at these requests.
Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Make us smile upon you.
So this is like marking certain doors with blood. Like to warn the mages inside, basically. This is finding a missing mage. That's in the Brazilian forest. We're not going to find him yet. Like, that's going to be probably a couple streams away. And this is finding scrolls. Mother Perpetua. She got the new Friends at the Table season before the rest of us. I'm so jealous. I want that season. So yeah, door of a blood mage's relative, and then just like to warn them, we're gonna. Oh, Annie, there we go. Completely unsuspicious. Oh yeah, Judith says, thinking about the fact that all these fantasy universes with different material circumstances than ours, due to magic and actual tangible gods, but they still all end up at feudalism. Yeah, I mean, yes, you're absolutely right. Dragon Age is different in that way, in that magic is tightly controlled because it's super dangerous and people end up possessed, like mages end up possessed. And also, like, it's not actually clear that gods exist. Like, one of the things I like about Dragon Age is, like, so a lot of fantasy universes have, like, oh yeah, gods provably exist and they have very transactional relationships with their followers. In Dragon Age, that's not true. The Maker might exist, he might not exist. Andraste might be real, or she might have just been like a mage. It's unclear. And like, it feels like people's relationship to their faith is more like the relationship real people have to their faiths. I'm gonna steal what's in your chest.
Allow me.
I can't yet.
I could do that for you.
Can't yet. Damn it.
What is it? I have work to do.
Nothing. Farewell.
All right.
Although, I say this series handles religion better than most fantasy, but like, also the Chantry is just fantasy Catholicism. There's so many parallels. I do think that's really funny though.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar. You won't find better. Welcome. Welcome. We sell only the strongest dwarven steel.
That's Steve Bloom.
Molded over 100 times in the forges of Orzammar. In times like this, surely your group could use some extra protection on the road.
Show me what you have.
Every piece comes with a stamp of assurance from my wife's father, the best smith in Denerim.
Manual for Berserker may be useful to have later, but not right now. And not useful for us, useful for one of our well, useful for one of our warriors. I know, Corgi, that guy is Steve Bloom. He's so prolific. He's everywhere.
Hey, loser.
Thank you for the sweets. I'm gonna slap my thighs. Hope that was to your liking.
I recognize you. From Ostagar. Andraste's blood. You're a Grey Warden. Duncan's apprentice. You killed my friend. And good King Cailan. I demand satisfaction, sir.
Satisfaction?
An uncommon traitor deserves no common death. We will meet on the field of honor, and my blade shall see justice done. Meet me in the back alley behind the Nod Noble Tavern. There we will duel.
Loghain's charges against the Wardens are false.
So you would compound slander on top of treason? You dare smear Terran Loghain's word?
Use your wits. The Wardens would never help the Darkspawn.
Do not try to worm your way out of it, traitor. In the back alley, we will duel.
Yeah, Judith, I kind of wish that too. I feel like if this was one of the later games, that would happen.
Are you ready? I am no savage. I would not take advantage of you.
Will nothing convince you to stop?
Nothing at all, sir. I am honor-bound to kill you now.
I'm ready. Let us fight one-on-one.
May the Divine look after you, sir. You've held yourself with honor. Begin.
Don't know. Okay, there we go. I don't know how much I'm going to be... Oh, I'm doing no damage. Uh-oh. Those were backstabs, too. This could be bad for me. Oh, I might be fucked.
Oh my. Oh, I do adore this. Lovely.
I need another level so badly. That's when I'll start being able to make this build actually sing, but right now things are a little rough.
Oh my. Help! I don't want to die.
You'll find a foe harder to face when you can't stab them in the back.
I like that he made a comment about me not being able to stab him in the back right before I stabbed him in the back a bunch. This is going to be doable. It's just going to take forever. I shouldn't be spamming skills. I'm almost out of stamina. I think I have enough, though. Oh, shit.
We fight for honor.
Like, at least the second game has a lot more snark options.
Why do they bother?
Oh my god.
Do adore this.
Oh, come on. Aww. I might come back when I'm slightly higher level. Like, that's doable. I just had to, like... Oh, game crashed. Perfect. This game has been crashing a lot, unfortunately. It's so unstable on, like, newer systems. Hi, Nonbean. Welcome back. All right, I already died anyway, so I was gonna have to go back to a previous save anyway. That's fine. I'm gonna come back when I have like, oh, game crashed again. Okay. I might have to lower the settings before I hit resume this time. That's annoying. This system can definitely run like high settings on this, but because the game wasn't created for higher end systems like that, yeah, it's just gonna keep happening like that. Unless we run it on like low. It's really annoying. Then again, the Denerim market is the area this would happen in because there's a lot of people there. Just like when we were in Ostagar. All right. Options. Video. Low on everything. Gideon's yelling constantly because he's not allowed outside whenever he wants to. That sucks. I am sorry. Must be cute, though. Let's go into the tavern. Oh, he's really good at making you feel sad for him. Oh.
Look at what that woman's wearing. Is she drunk, or does she just have bad taste?
What can I get you, stranger?
Anyone need help? Maybe with something not strictly legal? I'm not a cop. He glances around for prying eyes, then produces a few notes on behalf of interested parties. Continue. We have to find some letters that are scattered around the world. We have to save some people, some like rich people who committed crimes, basically. We need 15 toxin extracts, which we don't have yet. But we'll collect them. That'll be fine. We're actually pretty close on toxin extracts. We only need 4 more.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
So we were
Mother is
told...
Flemeth, a witch of the Kokari Wilds.
They also say that washing your feet in winter makes you catch cold in the head, but we all know that is not true. But sometimes they are right, and they are right in this.
You know the stories about...
Of course. You think my mother would let me go without telling me all the stories of her youth?
My mother told me stories too. She was the one who kindled my love of the old tales and legends.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little girl wants to hear about the wilder men her mother took to her bed, using them till they were spent, then killing them. No little girl wants to be told that this is also expected of her once she comes of age.
I see.
No, you don't. You really don't.
So we were told we could break into this room.
Allow me. I could do that.
Can Liliana break in with... Oh, neither of us has enough skill. We'll do it later. Oh, I almost forgot. Yeah, this is another quest. Don't believe the lies. Friends of the Grey Wardens assemble. The hidden pearl holds the key to resistance. The griffins will rise again. I wonder where they could be telling us to go.
I've got a cousin in the Templars. He says the mages in the tower out on Lake Callanhad are all turning into demons.
They always say that, though.
Well, this time it's true. They're not sure what to do about it yet, he says.
What's to do? I thought you killed them.
Easier said than done. Mages pick a fine time to go turning into demons, I tell you. Been out to the market? Not much to be had.
There isn't likely to be more anytime soon, that's for sure.
Judith says, whiskey and cigars again tonight, ass dialogue. Yeah.
He came at me! It's not my fault! Why do you come at me? Yeah, they got to learn not to mess with me. Us, right? I mean, he's just going to disappear, right?
So yeah, that's it. We have to find 3 people who accidentally killed people, and we have to hide the bodies for them. And you know where we hide the bodies?
As there is but one way.
We dump them in the well, which seems like a really bad idea. This is as good a spot as any to dump a corpse. Just another bag of garbage flowing out of the city. I don't think that's how wells usually work. I don't think it's going to flow out. I think we're just going to contaminate the groundwater. Whatever, dump the bag. No one saw us just dump a body into the well, right? Continue.
Magic exists to serve man and never to rule over him. Foul and corrupt are they who have...
Another door to mark.
Why are you here?
Excuse me?
Obviously you are no priestess, but shouldn't you be running a shop or a farm somewhere rather than fighting?
You think to tell me my place, Kunari? You are very brave.
It is not done.
But it is done. Do not be such a blind fool.
I speak the truth. It is not I who is blind.
Look around you, then. You see women throughout this land, fighters and mages both.
That has yet to be proven.
Which, that they fight? Or that they are female?
Either.
Sten?
So I am not truly a woman to you, hmm? 'Tis good to know.
Sten?
Hey, loser.
Morgan is TMA, actually, I guess. Thank you for the sweets, Judith. Yay, I'm free.
What's happening?
Okay, Sten, one of our party members. Let me actually turn the mic so people can hear me. So, like, Sten, it comes from a culture where women aren't allowed to fight. And he looks at your party full of women who fight, and he's like, so you're not women then? It's bad.
I see.
And I joked that Morgan, the person he was directly talking with, is TMA.
I see.
No, I mean, I wasn't getting trans man from that. He said not. I don't know, man. All right, we're not going to do all of these right now. Although I guess we might actually have to. Okay, let's go to the Pearl. And we get interrupted halfway through with a long fight, probably. Excuse me. Nanbin, I'm going to be honest. I don't understand how a character looking at a woman and saying, oh, you're not really a woman, are you? I don't understand how you read, oh, he thinks they're trans men from that. A strange bit of glassware catches your eye. It's a small phylactery, very unlike anything usually found in the area. The area is unnaturally cold. Dark shapes swirl around with a slip of paper within the vial. Take the vial. The glass fractures at your touch. Anyway, let's fight our first revenant. Revenants are fucking hard. I might not be able to do this yet.
How lovely. Too much. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's low texture because I had to go down to low. Because it didn't like Denerim. It's immune to dirty fighting. Uh-oh. Alright, so we have an issue. Oh, damn it. Okay, well, let's go back to our most recent one. We can't fight that Revenant right now. We're just not high enough level. However, this isn't a specific place we can return to later. This is just like a random encounter. So we might not be able to fight that Revenant at all, which is unfortunate. Okay, we're actually in an area that has fewer people in it now, so maybe we can go back to medium. That is honestly a lot better. It's still not as good as it could be, but this game doesn't like it when new systems try to play it on like a higher settings. J-Hill, why?
Hey, loser.
J-Hill, why? Ow. Why? I was free. Oh. What?
Hey, loser.
Thank you, Pepper.
You're welcome.
Yay.
Look at me.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Pepper.
Okay.
You're gay.
Hey, loser.
Nambi, no! No! Ow!
I'm sorry, Jodi. I tried my best.
I know you did. I don't normally get trapped on the outside of this gate. I don't know what to do. Oh, while Stem was still alive, I probably... Oh, okay. I was going to say, while Stem was still alive, I could have had him open the gate for us, but I forgot to do that. I forgot I could take control of him.
There you go.
Let me kite you around so my ranged people can kill you.
I'll try to be merciful. Of course.
Hey, loser.
Thank you, J-Hill. You've redeemed yourself. Yay. Alright, how injured is Sten? Penalty to cunning. I don't give a shit about him having a penalty to cunning. He does not need cunning. You redeemed yourself. Oh, you redeemed yourself. Ah, I get it.
And
so I shall.
I could do that for you.
Okay. Continuing down to the Pearl.
I once did a stint in a brothel serving tea. It was complimentary. Fun times.
Stop playing
That
games,
scamp
Isabella.
Kylon sent
We
you,
want
right?
our money.
Glad he hasn't
Forget
forgotten
who you
about
are
us.
speaking to.
The mercenaries
I
are
will give you a
right there.
chance to leave
If you'll hear
quietly.
about other things,
You
just
crazy
speak up.
Someone needs to put you in your place. She's too good.
Be off with you now, and be glad I only took from you your gold. Fools.
This is a character who's in later games, and she looks nothing like this in later games.
Ah, a Grey Warden. And I had heard that all the Ferelden wardens were killed or exiled from this place. Oh, don't look so surprised. I've seen many of your kind in my journeys, and there is always something odd about you. But, Grey Warden or no, it is refreshing to see another woman who answers to no one.
I'm pleased to meet you too.
Now, what can I do for you, my dear?
Your fighting skills are impressive.
I assume you saw that little drama, and none of these poor brutes has ever proven a match for me. They are too clumsy and predictable. I fight with quickness and wit, rather than with brute force and strength. I call myself a duelist because I honed my skills in duels with warriors I encountered over the years.
Duelist might be one of the specializations I want. Let me check my notes. Oh no, it's assassin and bard I want. That's my bad. I forget where I even get assassin. Let me look that up. Zevran will teach it to me. Okay, I have to get to a high enough level that Zevran joins the party, and then he can make me an assassin. But I'm still gonna get her duelist thing, just so I have it. Will you teach me how to be a duelist?
An unusual request, coming from a fearsome slayer of Darkspawn. I am flattered that you wish to learn from me, sweet thing. It will take you years of practice to achieve true mastery of the style, but I can teach you the basics. I do, however, wish to get to know my potential student better, so we shall call for a drink, and you will honor me with a game.
What game?
Have you ever played Wicked Grace? It is easy to learn, but difficult to master. You must watch your opponent's moves as carefully as your own. Before we start, the cards must be shuffled. Shall I, or would you like to?
I will shuffle the cards.
Good. Go ahead, then.
Shuffle the cards.
Are you done yet? 5 cards each to start with, and may the cleverest player win. Ah, a wonderful card for me.
Dexterity. Try to catch Isabella's hand as she's drawing a card. My dex isn't that good. That's not the stat I've been using, but let's give it a try. Oh. I love that we're supposed to believe she was able to fit one of those massive things up her sleeve, I guess. Cheating, I see.
You certainly have quick reflexes. I'm quite impressed. And as for me cheating, well, the game does not matter. I just wanted to see if you could outwit me. You have proven yourself quick and resourceful, and I would be honored to pass my skills on to you.
Teach me now.
Come, we will need some space for this.
So we unlocked the specialization duelist. We're not going to use it, but now that's unlocked on every future character that we make also. It's a weird system in Origins.
Turn around and walk, stranger. This affair is for White Falcons only.
Time to close shop before there's trouble.
Get a load of this guard. You're telling us what to do?
Nobles want solid, reliable soldiers, not riffraff.
That's supposed to scare me. The Falcons get to hunt. Everybody look sharp.
Couldn't we all just get along? No? Oh
That should
Make
not have taken as long as it did.
Mercy! Mercy! We'll leave. We'll do whatever you want. Just no more.
Empty your pockets and leave.
Tell Kylon I owe him one.
I don't know why the audio is so weird for that one.
I could have handled it. Thanks. I think I need to go hide somewhere.
Allow me. I could do that for you. Yes, of course.
What are her stats even? I should check. Yeah, 19 cunning plus I think 2 levels in lockpicking. She is a better lockpick than me. For the moment. When my cunning goes up high, I'll be a much better lockpick. Why is it so quiet sometimes? This is like the Grey Warden thing that we saw. I'm just going to leave. I'm not going to do it right now. We're still at the part of the game where our build is having trouble. Let's leave Denerim for now. We'll come back after we're done with our next main quest area. Let's do the refugees. That's one of the side quests that we just got. What's our first abomination, which is... Oh no, why does it look like this again? Uh-oh. Our first abomination, which is a mage that's been possessed by a demon.
I never liked this part. Watch me and you shall die. Is that all you've got?
Oops. Oh, I forgot that that's going to be 2 injuries for Sten. I forgot they blow up when they die.
That was a most difficult battle.
I don't know why the graphics are having so much trouble. Oh my god. How injured are you now, Sten? Is that 3 injuries? It is 3 injuries. All right. All right. Let's go to injuries. Injury kits heal 3, I believe. Yeah. There you go. Oh, this was the guy we were looking for. You think Zach said there's a mod that might help? I did download the mod for this. It didn't help. Oh my god. Is it anti-aliasing that's the problem specifically, or no? Okay, it's not. Wow, this is so weird.
It appears we will need to fight the entire blight ourselves.
You might notice this is a map we've been in before, but that's okay.
Lovely.
This is the map where we found the dog.
Hey!
This one might have been a little bit more difficult than I could handle right now, turns out. Whoops. Uh-oh. Alright, Morrigan. Need a mage for the early game.
I should do it. Sometimes.
Okay. Well, Morrigan leveled up. That's good.
You will learn to fear me.
Winter's Grasp is such a good spell.
Back.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. Uh-oh. cannot level up right now. Uh-oh.
I see.
Okay. Again, I just need that one more level and then my build will start to work. Back to the Pearl, and then I'll choose a different destination. We're not going to do that one just yet. Let's go to Redcliffe. I'm going to look at other mods before my stream tomorrow and see if I can get a better situation going.
And you will learn to fear me. Begin the onslaught.
Direct me.
You cannot win! You both are how delightful!
There's a little bit of a cooldown on injury kits. Also, this area looks fine-ish now. Go figure. Like, as fine as anything in this game is gonna look. So now that we've gotten to Redcliffe, I think I might end the stream relatively soon. I don't feel like drawing this game out with super long streams, at least right now. Windmill. 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 Everybody look, there's a windmill. Oh, wait. Party. Swapping out Sten for Alistair.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the road, though I scarcely believed it. Have you come to help us?
I'm on important business. I need to see Arl Eamon.
The Arl? Then you don't know. Has nobody out there heard?
I've heard Arl Eamon is sick, if that's what you mean.
He could be dead for all we know. Nobody's heard from the castle in days. We're under attack.
I thought Jodi said my name.
Monsters come out of the castle every night and attack us until dawn. Everyone's been fighting and dying.
Apparently everyone seems to agree that a blight is the perfect time to start killing each other. Marvelous, really.
We've no army to defend us. No Arl and no king to send us help. So many are dead. And those left are terrified they're next.
Hold on, what is this evil that's attacking you?
I don't rightly know. I'm sorry, nobody does. I should take you to Ban Tegan. He's all that's holding us together. He'll want to see you.
Ban Tegan, Arl Eamon's brother. He's here.
Yes. It's not far, if you'll come with me.
Oh, we didn't get the line from Alistair. I might not have swapped him in soon enough. Hang on. I'm gonna exit out of the game. That's a conversation we want to have. Oh, wait. I don't actually know when my last save was. I should have checked. Oh, perfect. Let's... Oh, I can't change here. I can change as soon as we get into the area, and hopefully that'll be good enough.
Vashaden.
Yes.
Do I have to talk to him?
What do you need?
Oh, that's weird. Is it because I didn't have him as my party member when I loaded in initially? That's unfortunate. I guess we're not going to get the conversation now. We'll learn the thing anyway.
I thought I saw travelers coming down the
Okay,
road.
we heard this.
Have you come to help us?
What do you mean? Is there a problem?
So you don't know? Has nobody out there heard?
I've heard Ara Lehman is sick, if that's what you mean.
He could...
Apparently...
We've no...
Hold on. I
Yeah.
Oh, those textures. Oh, this is rough.
It's Thomas, yes? And who are these people with you? They are obviously not simple travelers.
No, my lord. They just arrived, and I thought you would want to see them.
Well done, Thomas. Greetings, friends. My name is Tegan, Ban of Rainersphere, brother to the Ar.
I remember you, Ban Tegan. Though the last time we met, I was a lot younger and covered in mud.
Covered in mud? Alistair? It is you, isn't it? You're alive! This is wonderful news.
Still alive, yes. Though not for long if Tern Loghain has anything to say about it.
Indeed. Loghain would have us believe all Grey Wardens died along with my nephew, amongst other things.
You don't believe Loghain's lies?
What, that he pulled his men in order to save them? That Cailan risked everything in the name of glory? Hardly. Loghain calls the Grey Wardens traitors, murderers of the king. I don't believe it. It is an act of a desperate man. So you are a Grey Warden as well. A pleasure to meet you. I wish it were under better circumstances.
God, these textures. I'm so
You're
sorry,
here to
everyone.
see my brother. Unfortunately, that might be a problem. Eamon is gravely ill. No one has heard from the castle in days. No guards patrol the walls, and no one has responded to my shouts. The attack started a few nights ago. Evil things surged from the castle. We drove them back, but many perished during the assault.
What evil things are you talking about?
Some call them the walking dead, decomposing corpses, returning to life with a hunger for human flesh. They hit again the next night. Each night they come, with greater numbers. With Cailan dead and Loghain starting a war over the throne, no one responds to my urgent calls for help. I have a feeling tonight's assault will be the worst yet. Alistair, I hate to ask, but I desperately need the help of you and your friends.
It isn't just up to me. Though the Grey Wardens don't stand much chance against Loghain without Ara Lehman.
Of course we'll help.
How pointless to help these villagers fight an impossible battle. One would think we had enough to contend with elsewhere.
Thank you. Thank you. This means more to me than you can guess. Thomas, please tell Murdoch what transpired. Then return to your post.
Yes, my lord.
Now then, there is much to do before night falls. I put 2 men in charge of the defense outside. Murdoch, the village mayor, is outside the chantry. Sir Perth, one of Eamon's knights, is just up the cliff at the Windmill, watching the castle. You may discuss with them the preparations for the coming battle.
I'm on my way.
Very well. Luck be with you, my friend.
All right, everyone. I'm going to be real. A, I'm tired. And B, these textures are making it really difficult for me to want to play. So I think I might end the stream here. And then before stream tomorrow, I'll look up mods to make it run better so we can run it on like higher settings. And I'll look up other mods for like convenience. And it should be a much better like situation. Sorry, this is kind of a short stream for me. Almost 4 hours, but even so, like that's not that long for me. But anyway, thank you all for being here. Let me save real quick. Thank you all for being here. You're all wonderful, beautiful people, and I love you so much. If you'd like to support the channel, please consider becoming a member. If you do, you get special benefits such as emotes, badges, shout-outs, and the possibility of joining Pepper on stream or in her Minecraft realm. Our current Tier 1 grubs are Shiny Warrior Wolf and Nonex. Our current Tier 2 treat is Pie the Queen of Orange. And our current Tier 3 full tummy is Moopy Star. And also, if you want to support in other ways, you can do so via Streamlabs donations or Super Chats. Those go to our survival, and they help us so much. Pepper's Blue Sky and Discord are in the description below. Thank you all for being here. Looking forward to seeing you again tomorrow. And I'm having a good time with this game, even if it's giving me a little grief right now. I hope you all are too. Love you all. Goodbye, bye-bye. Goodbye, bye-bye. Goodbye, bye-bye.